there, everyone. Sorry I haven't been posting as much. Like I said every other time I said this, I've been focusing on myself and just trying to have fun. And since Halloween is nearby and Halloween is my favorite holiday, I've been focusing on Halloween stuff. But don't think just because I've been focusing on myself, I haven't been focusing on my custom Forsaken game. I finished a few more character cards, and I finished ideas for a few more custom maps. Some are still in the works. Some cards are still haven't been finished, but most of them are very good so far. So without any other things to say, let's move on to the video. One of the first cards I finished was Dark Bacon. You have obviously seen his backstory. I took his whole character design from a YouTube video, from some guy that makes Roblox animation stuff here and there about a bacon hair and a noob going on adventures. But it's pretty basic, and in one of the episodes he just made a little 99 Nights in the Forest thing, but in the end both of them died. But I chose to twist that idea and actually make it so only the noob died, and make the bacon hair turn into a killer, and also all my custom for faking messing up my words. Anyways, I'm putting him in my custom Forsaken game as a killer. And yeah, you already know that if you've seen the other videos, and I won't really go into the details, but I will go into the details of the new map for him. His map will basically just look like the 99 Nights in the Forest, but with trees chopped down, rubble all around the place, fire around the border, trapping everyone inside a small section of the forest, and also some dead animals here and there to show how dangerous the place has become. Of course, there will be hiding spots and terrain to run across, just like in other maps. And there, of course, will be generators like always. But I was thinking for a nice mechanic here. If Dark Bacon's actually in this map as the killer, he's able to actually change where the fire is around the map. Like if the border around the area you're in will shrink down, then there's fire around the map hiding in areas you can't really see to your naked eye on the survivor's perspective. But to the killer's perspective, there will be fire around the map blocking their way. So yeah, this will be a nice way to trick survivors to run into an invisible wall and to actually kill them. But if you're smart enough and remember the layout, you won't fall for these tricks. And it's pretty cool, and I actually very like this idea, so I will be using it permanently in the map when I actually create it. So yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. The next one is ruined Roblox or fallen Roblox. I don't know. I don't remember the name I gave him. It's something Roblox. Anyways, he's pretty basic. You already would know his things if you've seen the video. Won't be going into the details. You already know the backstory because it's actually happening in real life. And yeah, the map is actually pretty similar to the background in this photo, but I'll give you a bigger image to actually look at for it. And here you go. This is the map. It's pretty basic. It's just the whole Roblox headquarters map on Roblox. There's the beach side, the headquarters, a little rocky tundra area. Of course, it'll look similar to this. You'll be able to go up the tower and also jump off of it, but you will take fall damage because of how big it is. So make sure you're not very low, or you might actually die from fall damage in this one map. And yeah, I recommend actually using killers that can actually run fast or fly in this map, because if you actually have killers like that, it'll be easier to catch the survivors if they go high places. Because there's a lot of going up areas in this map, and not that many going down and actually flat terrain. So if you're using 1X or Cool Kid or Noe, then you're kind of cooked. But if you use like one of my custom characters that can fly, like 1K or the Ice Queen, or even Guess 666 could be helpful on here, will actually be a good pick for here, because they can actually go in high places very easily. And yeah, for basically the whole point of this map is just to remind everyone what the state of Roblox has become. And I don't care if I actually get sued by Roblox or anything. I'll just say, hey, it's creative, it's unique, and Forsaken would have done it anyways if I haven't made the idea first. So, yeah. I don't care if anyone tries to sue me for my ideas, even if Forsaken tries to do it for like copying their whole design, quote unquote. I'll actually countersue for saying, for them actually trying to get money out of me because they didn't create anything. They took ideas from other people and other characters in games and Roblox. I actually think of my ideas, and most of my characters aren't really from actual games or people. So yeah, and actually they actually take credit for stuff that they actually didn't really create themselves, like YouTuber skins, maybe Hayden, maybe some other YouTubers will actually get credit if I actually make my game. And they might actually get some admin commands or something. I don't know. Don't look at me. Maybe some hints here and there. I don't know. Anyways, sudden hints aside, that's basically it for the map. Next is Slep. He comes from the same map, but when he actually spawns in this exact same map, more medkits will spawn around the area, making it easier to actually heal up if you're damaged and you get away from the killer. But, like I said, high terrain things will be actually pretty tricky to go around because, as a survivor, there's not any flying options that can actually bring you super high around the map. And if you actually do find one that can actually do this, fall damage, if you actually fall out of the sky, will actually be pretty annoying if you actually fall out of the sky and don't pay attention to your flying bar. That's actually going to be a thing for some characters that will fly, so yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's basically it. Just more medkits around the map if he spawns in this actual map. So yeah. Anyways, without anything else to really say, I'll just talk about the characters that I don't really have any maps created yet, and I finished the cards. So, yeah. Technically, Timothy actually has his own map along with Dictator Monkey 02, but it's technically Dictator Monkey 02's map, so it's not really canon for them, but it will be, if Timothy ever actually plays as his own character, I predict he will actually be very good at his character and at this one map. So if you ever see my cousin Timothy playing on this map and after I actually finish the game, you're kind of cooked. So yeah. Anyways, aside for that, that's nothing really special. I'm just gonna show all the cards that I finished now and just do a brief intermission for them all. King Bacon. You already know his abilities. One of his more sinister abilities is that he can summon NPCs that look like these two bacon hairs with him. It's actually very cool because only killers have this one ability, so I feel like it'd be pretty neat. Anyways, talking about maps, he doesn't really have an official map yet, but I've been thinking of adding another war similar map to actually the background to make it look like he actually sucked in part of the battleground with him into Forsaken. But I'm not really confident in this idea, so right now it's only in the ideas area and not in the permanent game file. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Let's move on. Next up is Second in Command. Yes, that's his real name. It's super wrong, but you can just call him Second if you don't feel like saying his full name. Anyway, Second doesn't have an actual map yet, but I feel like if he actually did have a map, he would have a map of similar to a Mafia's base, or just a map that looks like a broken down city for the Mafia actually takes charge. And I feel like if I actually do this, Mafioso will actually have a boost in stamina, and he will summon more minions in this map, just for a bit of, hiccups, a bit of a boost for the skins. Anyways, aside from that, I don't really think there's gonna be a map for him. And yeah, let's move on. I don't remember this guy's name. I'll look at the card to try to remind myself. But his whole thing is pretty unique, if you ask me myself. Basically, his whole origin story is he was a normal guy at a junkyard. He found a portal, but instead of being taken to Forsaken, he was thrown in the dumpster inside of Forsaken. All the forgotten items and coding merged with him, forcing him to become a killer and making him lose his mind every single day. I feel like if he actually did have a map, it would be his junkyard, but actually have some elements from some of the characters that merged with him. Like, for example, Jason, or if now that people call him the Slasher, will actually have like some dead victims and actually have a lakeside glitched in. Along with Slenderman in there, he'll just have like trees with photos on it. You can actually get money from collecting them if you actually find them, though. Along for 1X and Mafioso, I'm pretty sure they doing some skins for those two. So I feel like there will just be like some back alleyways here and there that lead to a dead end if you are not careful, and some weapons on the ground. So just to make things a little bit cool. But I'm not actually confident in this idea. I don't think it will be a permanent map, so I might not actually do it. But it is a good idea. It's definitely in the possibilities. Next up is the girl 1X. She doesn't really have a map, but if I think she ever does, I'll just add the actual map that people associate 1X and Selexi together with. But I feel like it will be a little bit too hard to run around there, so I might actually just add some parkour things and actually make it so you can actually jump. But for the flying killers, it will be like way too easy for them, so I might need to nerf it or something. So because of those reasons, I might not actually give them a map like this. So yeah, let's move on. Next up is EvilBot. I won't lie, I'm actually very confident about giving him a map, but I feel like it will be too complicated to actually remake his Minecraft server inside of Roblox, and I don't feel like taking the maps from his Roblox game because I don't really want to take credit for it, and it's really not that popular unless EvilBot actually plays in it in the video. Because if I'm being honest, it has 0 players 24/7. I highly doubt anyone even cares about that because it's basically just a murder mystery ripoff. So I don't really feel like giving him a map, but I really want to. But I just feel like it would be way too hard to actually remake his Minecraft server, and I don't want to take his credit for the maps he actually did create in his game. So I might actually not give him a map. Now Hayden, I just created his image just now, so there's nothing really special I really have any ideas for. But I do know he won't have a map, and even if he does, it will just be like a ditto version of one of the Forsaken maps that's already there, just with more ruin and more damage and a bit more hints to bring back to season 2 for 1x47. And if this doesn't make 1x47 have a season 2, I don't know what will. So yeah. So basically, no maps, no buffs in any maps, and that's pretty much it. The next two is X-Demon and his friend the Zombie Boy. I don't remember his name, so I'm just calling them that. These two will not actually have their own map because they're mostly from Forsaken. Just like I said with Hayden, if they even had one, it will just be a reboot of one of the other maps, just more damage and expired by one of them. Like giving them credit about their YouTube channels and stuff, but I don't really feel like that will be actually a good map, so I won't actually do that. So yeah. Next up is actually Phoenix. I'm actually planning of giving them their own map. It will just be a castle that has ruin here and there, and a dead king on a throne. Nothing really special. Nothing any things will actually change. But they will have a flying ability, and with that flying ability, they'll be able to go up to the towers and actually use one of the weapons to actually shoot at the killer. So there will be like cannons and stuff that can actually stun the killer on this map if I ever actually make it. But this map will actually be very cool in my opinion, so it's very useful in the game. So it's a high possibility for it to actually be created. but I don't have any direct designs for it, so it might be a little bit harder than any other maps. Anyways, let's move on. Next up is cat.exe. I'm also planning on giving them their own map, something similar to the Outcome Memories map that actually has all those broken down palm trees and stuff. But instead of actually making it look like a actual Sonic game, I'll make it look like a normal forest with the same color design and stuff. So I feel like that would be a nice little map, but I feel like it might be a little bit too direct to Outcome Memories. So comment down below if I should actually do that, because I'm not exactly sure myself. Anyways, let's move on. And the final character is Michael. I'm actually planning on giving him a map similar to a galaxy kind of sanctuary. It'll just be like a galaxy terrain with a whole galaxy vibe with the map. It will be a bright purple with some pink and blue in there as well. And there will be some references to my Gacha Life series if I actually do make it. And I actually very like this idea, so it's a very, very high possibility of it actually being in the game if I ever finish it. And yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's basically it for everything. I hope you all enjoyed this. And I'm actually looking for people to actually help me with making the game, actually. So if you have any experience with making Roblox games, and mostly like games like Outcome Memories and Forsaken itself, comment down below, and I'll try to make a Discord thing to try to actually get some help with this. And also, since I'm actually just a kid, I don't really have a big balance of money, so it'll actually take a while to actually pay you if you want to actually get paid for this. But I'm willing to do anything to actually make this stream a real thing. So yeah. Anyways, without nothing else to really say, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and oh yeah, there's one more thing. Make sure to go subscribe to my cousin's new channel, the Forsaken Cousins. I know that people don't really pay attention to the end of the video because so far I got no subscribers on it, but just to be fair, I don't have any videos on that channel yet, but it is going to be where I post all my Roblox content from now on. So if you want classic nostalgia vibes in a Roblox video, like if you want to see more Piggy videos and murder mystery and actually some newer games with some nostalgia vibes like Squid Games and Forsaken, that's where you're going to need to go. And, yeah, with nothing else to really say, here's a photo of my cousin. Get dodged again, Wyatt. Anyways, bye, everyone. I hope you all have a great day.